Welcome to our lecture on the principles of microeconomics. This week we will explore the foundational concepts of supply, demand, and market equilibrium. Understanding these principles is key to making sense of how individuals and firms make decisions in a world of scarcity. By the end of this module, you'll have a solid foundation for analyzing the economic behavior that shapes our world. Markets are truly everywhere, woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Every time you buy something like a cup of coffee, you are participating in a market. These ordinary purchases connect three key elements: buyers, sellers, and the market itself. Buyers are the ones who express demand, showing their willingness to purchase a product at different prices. Sellers provide the supply, indicating their willingness to produce or sell goods at various prices. The market is the mechanism that brings them together, coordinating their actions through observed prices and quantities. These simple interactions are guided by powerful economic forces that efficiently allocate resources. Now let's look at the core tools we use to analyze markets: the demand and supply curves. First, we have the demand curve, which illustrates the relationship between the price of a good and the quantity consumers want to buy. It usually slopes downward, which simply means that as the price gets higher, people tend to demand a lower quantity. On the other hand, the supply curve shows the relationship between price and the quantity that producers are willing to sell. This curve typically slopes upward, because a higher price gives producers an incentive to supply a higher quantity. It is important to remember that demand and supply refer to the entire curves, while quantity demanded or supplied refers to a specific point on those curves. When we bring the supply and demand curves together, we find the point of market equilibrium. Equilibrium occurs where the two curves intersect, as you can see at point E on the graph. At this point, the price, labeled P star, is special because the quantity demanded by consumers exactly equals the quantity supplied by producers. This is often called the market clearing price because every unit produced is sold, leaving no shortage or surplus. If the price were higher than the equilibrium price, we would have a surplus, which would naturally push the price down. If the price were lower, a shortage would occur, pushing the price up until it settles back at equilibrium. So what happens when something disrupts the market's balance? This is where we see the difference between a movement along a curve and a shift of a curve. A movement happens when only the price changes, causing us to move to a different point on the same curve. A shift, however, occurs when a condition other than price changes, like a change in consumer income or production technology. In the graph, you can see the entire demand curve has shifted to the right, from D to D prime. This shift creates a new equilibrium, moving from E1 to E2, which results in a higher price and a higher quantity being traded. Understanding these shifts helps us predict how real-world events affect market prices and quantities.